Hi everyone, I'm Jim Drybola. The purpose of my speech today is to give you, my classmates, a little more in-depth introduction to myself than my 40-second intro video did. I've always loved meeting new people, hearing their life stories, where they've been, where they're going. Here's my life story. Did you ever think you'd be where you are today back then? I ask myself that question all the time. I'm going to try to answer it at the end of this speech, but first I'd like to hit a few main points in my life. I'm going to start with my birthday and hometown. I'm going to introduce my family, and then I'm going to talk about the present me. Let's start off with my birthday and hometown. I was born on May 21st, 1978, in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Now before you go thinking, yeah, I've heard of this place before, you probably have. It's the same Allentown that Billy Joel sings about. It's a city of about 110,000 people, located 60 miles northwest of Philadelphia. It once hailed one of the biggest steel plants in the country, named Bethlehem Steel, but unfortunately back in the 1980s, recession caused this plant to close down. So now that you've heard my birthday and a little bit about my hometown, let's introduce my family. I'm the oldest of 3 children. My sister Stephanie is 31, my brother Tommy is 27. Growing up, we all played our distinct roles in the family. My sister was the intelligent one, and she was definitely Daddy's little girl. My brother Tommy was, and still is, the free spirit of the family. I like to remember myself as the perfect sibling, perfect child, and perfect role model, although I'm sure the family would tend to disagree at times. I had 2 of the best parents a person could ask for. My dad was in the Air Force for 20 years. My mom has one of the hardest jobs anyone could ever do. She's a full-time mother, and to this day hasn't had a day off in 33 years that I know of. So now that you've heard a little bit about my family, let's talk about the present me. When I was 19 years old, the Air Force was the furthest thing from my mind. But one day I was at my job. It was a pretty dead-end job, and it just clicked. Why not try it? Dad always talked so highly about it. So I did it. I turned 20 years old 1 week into basic training, and when I got to my first duty station of Eglin Air Force Base, I knew this was the life for me. 13 years later, here I am at Andrews Air Force Base. I'm married to my wife Gretchen and have 2 twin 1-year-old boys, Alex and Nicholas, and I proudly maintain the flagship of our nation, Air Force One. So now that you've heard a little bit about the present me, let's wrap this up. I gave you a brief synopsis of my life, starting with my birthday and hometown. I spoke a little bit about my family, and last spoke about my life as it is now. The truth is, I never really knew what I wanted to be when I grew up. I still don't. However, I couldn't think of having a better life than what I do now. I am truly blessed. Thank you, and have a great day.